Hello, viewers. It's, I think it's time. I watched the video of the last Let's Plays Darkest Dungeon runs. I think we have a party composition, a trinket composition that makes sense. I think we can attempt this. I do want to apologize. Oh, you know what? I didn't calculate into all that gold stuff I was talking about. All those calculations on how much money we can afford to spend. I didn't calculate in the cost of provisioning for a Darkest Dungeon quest, which is a little higher than normal. To be perfectly honest, I partially brought our arbalest just so that we could have an extra bandage. We're gonna need a lot of bandages. I mean, let's not be stingy. I'm just going to bring everything that could possibly help. Ooh, we have some... none of these people have terribly negative quirks. In fact, I noticed somehow Newfmarsh made it all the way to level 6 with only one negative quirk. I don't remember... Mansell, similarly, not really like a lot of... You can see he has Slugger. I'm excited about that. She doesn't have anything super relevant. This unyielding white matter. We have On Guard and Eldritch Slayer here. She is nervous, and she kind of has a... I didn't want to delay. This may end up being a mistake, but she has minus 15% stress on her. We have some stress management skills in the group. I think we'll be... I think we're gonna be okay on that. I did try to stay away from... I often take lineups, trinket lineups into dungeons that have a lot of bonus stress on them. I tried to stay away from that too much here. Only plus 10% on him. She's actually, even though she's got Dismas's head on, she's going to be minus 5% stress damage during important combats. So that's that's powerful. We do have plus 20% stress on the Arbalest, and we're just gonna pray on that one, I think. I spent some time fiddling with things before deciding that this was going to be the video, but we're going for it. I'm really nervous. Basically, I think this and DD2 are the big, what's the word I want to use here? Difficulty spike, I guess. DD3 is mostly about endurance and attrition, and I'm good enough at managing those things that I think we'll be alright. And then DD4, honestly, I didn't think was very difficult at all. I think it's mostly about spectacle. I reckon we'll be alright if we can just get past DD2. So this one's very difficult. Here we go.
Once again, the stars are right, and the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Whew. Alright, also I think I forgot to say it at the beginning of the video, but I'll just say it now. I want to apologize in advance if I sound terrible. I feel awful. It's just terrible. It's just real bad, real bad. Real bad is the idea I'm trying to express here. Alright.
The blood of the fallen flows ever downward along these titan spires.
Now remember...
The creature fattens itself on your failures.
Yep. Now remember, it is vitally important that we not lose this whole party. If things start to go south, we have to bail. Because we have a very limited number of deaths. Alright, this first fight is going to be just two of the rapturous cultists, the guys who can't actually do any damage. So we'll be able to take these on pretty easily. I'm actually going to do this move not because he needs to be stunned, but because it's free light. I reckon that our bounty hunter
Singular strike.
will be hitting pretty hard here. Especially since I remembered to grab Plan Takedown for him.
View. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
And I checked online. I guess I don't know for sure that this is the case, but I feel pretty sure that it's the case. It does seem like Plan Takedown,
The promise of safety.
it says on it, bonus damage and stuff versus size 2. What it means is size 2 or greater.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
So it will work against the Shambler, who is size, the Shuffling Horror, sorry, who is size 3. Oh, I suppose I should have stunned this guy, and then we can focus on that guy, since he's the one that the Arbalest can hit cleanly. That probably would have been better. Well, this asshole has to get dealt with. One thing this party does have is a lack of DPS, or a lack of DPS, a lack of AoE damage. Really, the only thing we have that hits multiple people is the Bola. Do I want to just wail on this guy? Yeah. If we're very lucky. Well, I guess we don't even have to be that lucky. All she has to do is hit. And then...
Destroy them all.
Okay, that's a completely wasted move that had no value. Oh, you guys are doing such good work. Can I tell you, I'm so proud of all of you right now.
Disadvantage. Give them no
Alright, well, this guy's done for. Maybe I should have given her blind fire instead. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I suppose that probably should have been a finish him, huh? Bounty Hunter wasn't at completely full health, and hey, we could have gotten a crit heal on somebody, right? Lowered stress.
maintain the offensive.
Alright. I don't know what the optimal path through here is. In the areas where it branches, I assume that the different branches lead to different combats. Okay, this is where stuff starts to get difficult. Having to fight groups of these stress casters. Come on, move. Yes. Big crit. Aw. The crit would have been lovely. We just gotta not let her... Okay, good. Ooh. I think, actually, I'm going to yop with the Barbarian rather... Well, Barbarian. With the Hellion, rather than finishing her off right away. This... Oh, shit. Well, the plan was to still be able to remove one Ascended Witch from attacking. Oh, God. Okay, thank you for... Boy, oh boy, did I ever not need both of those to land. That sucks a lot. Wow.
Decimated.
Obviously, let's finish that. We can bring her down, hopefully.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
12 damage. Oh, right, Yep. Makes total sense, actually. Okay, and the knockback on the uppercut took this guy out of the fight, like, completely for a really long time.
Devastating blow.
Ah, she really loves to crit for 16. She may as well do this, because I don't think she's going to be able to take any relevant actions.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I would like to not have to make camp anytime soon, but her stress level is starting to get pretty high. Well, I guess she's only gained 30 stress over the whole of the dungeon so far.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
There's something to be said for... Well, you know what I should have done, probably, is intentionally... I should have marked where the fights were, like mapped it out a little bit more, and figured out where I could let the light drop, where the optimal campsite would be. I mean, there's a non-zero chance that an optimal campsite... Oh, crit. Okay. It looks like she resisted the bleed, though, because it takes forever for the notifications to pass, but if they get bled or blighted, it usually, the little marker down here shows up, like, right away. Alright. Come on. Damn it. These things really don't have that much stun resist. Please don't take a turn. Alright. This guy's on the chopping block. Okay. Better Deathlash than the finger. Deathlash applies stress automatically, but the finger
A decisive pummeling.
can apply that bleed, and I'd like to save as many bandages as possible. This is unfortunate. I'd rather stun this guy and focus on this guy, but she can't shoot the guy in the front row very well. Oh, I was hoping for one of those 16-point crits. Alright, and then you stun this guy since he is the stunnable one. Ah. He goes second to last one round, and then first the next round. What is my party's speeds at? 6, 7, 6, and actually... Okay, no, this 2 speed is being calculated in, so we're all right around the same... We're actually right around the same value as they are, which is part of why this is not... part of why there's no way for us to calculate who's going to go next. I think I should heal. Yeah, I think that was right. Oh, she fails to get the crit, but... You knocked him to 2. Well, finish the job, but I'm very annoyed by that. We should have been able to really light into this guy. Shoot. Alright, I'm going to try to set up a little bit of healing here. Okay, good. You'll possibly kill him if you hit him. You can't move backward. Okay, fine, just yop. We'll just eat the debuff for no reason, basically. Well, we gotta start putting ourselves back together a little bit here. Alright. That was maybe a little risky.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay. I'm gonna follow the path that I know. We try to save all of our holy water for the final battle. Alright, come on, big crit. This would be a wonderful time. Her crit rate's pretty high. This would be an absolutely fantastic time for one of those big, beautiful crits. Oh no! That was so close to really good. Oh. Oh. Okay, good dodges, good dodges. Damn it, she gets to go. Oh, that's so frustrating. Ooey. Alright, let's try to reduce the number of enemy attacks we have to endure over the course of this this thing. Damn it. Well, now she's survived 2 attacks. So I was hoping for a crit, because a crit would mean a one-shot, and that we could then go on to focus on other enemies. But what we got instead was having to hit her 3 times, which is horrible. I was hoping that the Hellion... we need the Hellion to Iron Swan her before her turn, otherwise our Vestal's gonna break right away, and that's a really bad sign. I think we're more concerned about this guy than we are about that guy. Please don't snap. Nope, that was it. Okay. Hopeless. That's not a good one.
There can be no hope in this hell.
Oh.
No hope at all.
We did have somebody snap last time. Really early on the victory run.
The ground quakes.
And things worked out. But I'm not happy. Of course you dodged. Because you gotta get a turn, you know?
Unbalanced.
I'm starting to feel like we need to bail. What's her life at? Okay, so she's gonna Death's Door at the beginning of her turn. That's not good. Oh my god, can you guys please stop leaving people at 1? There's some strategy in allowing people to go to Death's Door for Sanctuary to be more effective on them when we camp, but it will not affect her. I'm gonna do this so she doesn't go to Death's Door. Obviously we have to bandage her. She got crit bleeded, so her bleed is extra long. And then we have to do this, I think. Okay, there we go. And man, they're sure getting to go before us an awfully large percentage of the time, considering that we have the same speed as they do. You have 6 health, you have 8. You're both gonna bleed. Okay, keep pushing them up by the amount of the bleed. Don't you dare go first. Okay. So we don't have access to most of our stuns, because everybody's in the wrong positions, thanks to the pull. Question is, am I better off healing? Like, if he gets to go next, Gabard's attack is probably not going to be lethal. She would have to get a crit, which is a less than 20% chance of happening, and then she'd also have to get a pretty high damage roll. Her damage roll would have to be like up in the upper half of her range in order for this to be a kill. So he probably lives, and then if he goes next and he death lashes, it could potentially drop the Vestal to Death's Door, and then her turn could come and she could bleed and die. I think the most likely sequence of events is dealt with this way. Land the stun, please? Okay. A little bit of security. Oh, I didn't bandage. I'm totally still going to bandage 12 damage off of her. I can't believe I didn't bandage on the Hellion's turn. I was in my head too much. Oh my god, fuck you. There are 5 of us at that level, at that speed. You should not be going first, like, 70 or 80% of the time.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, well, that has to happen. So her being on death's door is... Or her having the mortality debuff is not the end of the world. It does suck. Minus 5% damage, plus 10% stress damage. But her having mortality debuffs means that she will get healed more effectively during the next camping phase. That's something. She's also at 70 stress. I will say, Hopeless, as far as afflictions go, Hopeless is a lot better than Abusive. Do I need to camp? I really want to hold the camp. And I watched those videos to make sure that I remembered what I was up against, but I did not memorize the locations of the fights, which is what a smart player would have done. You know what? I'm going to... This is super professional. I'm going to check the video right now. So I'm going to... There's going to be a jump cut. But I just want to be sure. You know, there's too much on the line to not make use of information that I've already gathered in previous gameplay. So, 1 second, guys. And we're back. Hello, welcome back. Yeah, so... There is no fight in this room. There is a fight in this room. I'm assuming everything is static. I'm pretty sure everything is static. I think that's what we discovered last time. So there is no fight in this room. There is a fight in this room against a Stress Caster and a Malignant Growth and a Rapturous Cultist and a Cultist Priest. And then there's another fight in the hallway before the Shambler that has 2 Stress Casters in it. So basically the question is this. Do I think I can handle this fight without anybody dying and without my Hellion losing her damn mind? You know what? I don't think that it's worth risking it. I think we're going to camp in this room. Sure. Alright, let's do it.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Okay, well that was a thing that she should not have done. That was really bad. We're in a sanctuary. We're going to planned takedown. And then we have 4 time units left, and I don't 100% know how I want to spend them. Field dressing the Vestal would seem to be a pretty good option, but she may refuse. People who are hopeless sometimes refuse medical care. I will not be doing Battle Trance because, although the buff is incredibly powerful, the Shuffling Horror has an attack that shuffles your party, and the debuff on this is the heartbreaking, so... Basically, my choices are Sharpened Spear, which is great, Restring Crossbow, which is great, or Field Dressing on the Vestal, which is, I think, the best of the options unless it fails. Okay, she let it through. Whew. Demons and undead plague the land. Like, that's the biggest concern we have at this moment. I'm not happy about our food situation either. We got too many hunger events too quickly.
Only the strength to follow it.
And now we can't use food to heal.
As the light gains
What we are not low on is torches.
spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
We're at 8 bandages. Okay. Come on. Good rolls for my team speed. Sigh. At least it was on the Vestal, I guess. Do I think I can kill this guy? There's a chance if If the bounty hunter gets to go before he does... Ooh, or this. This might work. Yeah, alright, we can keep this guy from getting an attack off ever. That's good. Flesh wall on her. That's a very annoying thing for you to do. You haven't been abandoned. Everything's fine. We're all good friends here. Alright, we're going to do this to try to remove the guard. It worked. Okay. And then the bounty hunter is going to be a total boss and kill this guy. I really wish that he could have maybe not gone last in the round, because it would have been cool to hit this guy while he was still stunned and get all the beautiful bonus damage from finish him. Oh. Alright, come on. Somebody go before... Nope. Gotta get his turn in. What debuff does he give? Minus bleed resist. Actually, I don't care about that. Okay, good resist. So all the important members of the enemy team got to go before our entire team.
Masterfully executed.
That's very annoying. Oh, 30. Okay, yeah. Somebody, feel free to lay a little bit of harshness on the Arbalest. She's had an easy run of it so far. He acted, so his stun resistance buff came off. This seems like a fine time to judge. Of course, not that fine, apparently. Alright, well, I'm glad I stunned her. Am I going to bandage 8 points of damage? We do have a lot of bandages left. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, failure. Alright, yeah, let's take this thing down while we can. I'm gonna basically just ignore the Rapturous Cultist. Alright. The Vestal's gonna get her chance to redeem herself. It does seem like the flame is heating her no longer. I have to give her that. I really appreciate you doing that in that way. I think you maybe could have done that a little bit earlier, though. Please let me heal you. Cool. Do not pass your turn. Alright, that's fine. A crit heal wouldn't have killed you, but okay. Alright, let's finish this guy off and head up to the next fight.
Eradicated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright, here we go. We have Priest, Witch coming up, I believe. I'm just gonna keep the light level high. Yeah, Priest, Witch. Sorry, I think I said Priest, Witch, but it's the other way. Alright. This maybe sounds callous, but if she has a heart attack, it's not the end of the world as long as she doesn't die. You know, we had several heart attacks in the last game, and things mostly worked out. I don't know, arbitrarily picking one. How much bleed? None bleed, that's how much. Oh my god, Tustain, could you maybe occasionally hit? She is, she's doing a terrible job. Oh, here's the heart attack. Okay, she might die.
The true test.
Please, please, please let me...
Or expire.
God damn it, Tustain. This is not the time for your bullshit. Alright, well, let's remove one attacker from the enemy party. Unfortunately, we've lost access to a lot of our stuns now. We need a max damage crit right here. Go! Okay, that was not exactly... Yeah, here she goes.
More blood soaks the soil.
God damn it.
Feeding the evil therein.
Okay. Something tells me, just a feeling I have, that if we try to run away from this fight, we're going to fail. Let's just wrap it up. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, so we were at 4 or 5 deaths. I actually don't remember. I think 5, right? We lost a whole party early on, and then I think we lost one guy later. Look, maybe this sounds crazy, but I'm seriously considering going on. Because running away in the darkest dungeon entails the loss of a second party member, and the rest of us are in fighting shape still, I'm wondering if it would be better. The person who would have contributed the least to the final battle is Tustain. The only thing Tustain really would have done in the final battle is she would have done damage that was maybe around half of everybody else's, but what she would have contributed was bringing people off of Death's Door. Do I think I can just blitz down the Shuffling Horror? It's going to have a lot of health, but we hit pretty hard. A couple of lucky crits could totally get us there. I know everyone in the audience right now is screaming, "Oh my god, you idiot! Don't you dare go on." If we lose the whole party, I think that'll put us at 9 deaths, which means that we basically can't lose anybody else. Like, ever. If we bail out of here, we'll be at 7 deaths, which means, I mean, it's not that much different. Well, so what have we learned here? We've learned that we need to be faster. Faster than we are. It turns out... Why not? It turns out that 7 speed just means that the monsters get to take their turns in whatever order is most advantageous to them. There is nothing between us and the end. If we got a few lucky crits, the Shuffling Horror doesn't heal. And we hit really hard. Okay. Deep breaths, everyone. Full light. Is this stupid? Okay, okay. Alright, I just have to hope that that guy remains a non-factor. The Shuffling Horror is going to tend to take his turns right next to each other because he has speed 2. So he's going to tend to go twice at the end of the round, basically. I hate enemies who go twice because marking is so ineffective against them. You could drop his prot. Her mark is a minus dodge mark, right? Plus 90% damage versus marked versus plus 100% damage plus 10% crit. It makes more sense for the mark to be distributed by Menzel, but here's like if I mark this guy, what are we going to get out of it? We're going to get 1 turn for sure of the Arbalest attacking. He's going to take 2 actions, which will knock 2 of the 3 turns off of the mark. And then next turn, best case scenario is Mansell and the Arbalest get 1 more attack. So each one of the Arbalest attacks is like 2 attacks with the markup. Yeah, no, that's still worthwhile. Okay, we gotta get crits though, big crits. This is the shuffle, right? Yeah. I forgot about that when I was considering the value of the various moves. So the average damage on this attack is 15. The average damage on this attack is 10, plus a 4-point bleed. 139% chance to apply against 68% resistance. That's pretty good. It is worth noting the crit chance on Hack is also high. She has to be in the back too to do all of her attacks, right? Yeah. She has moved back too. I'm honestly not sure whether it's... So, this is a 12-point bleed with a 70-ish% chance of applying. So, 70% of 12 is, my brain. 3.6, so like 9 point, a little over 9 damage. So the average damage of this attack over time is like 19. But that doesn't account for crits. I think we gotta try to do the safest play. Okay, we have bandages to try to control the bleeding. Oh, also you guys could just resist all the bleeds. That's fine. Okay, come on, buddy. Oh, that's like almost minimum damage and no crit. Alright. She didn't get bled again. That's good. He's wearing through that bleed very quickly. So basically the Arbalest is never going to get to attack again, is she? Shit. I wish she could at least use her mark from the front positions. Ouch. Okay, I'd much rather have Death Flash than the Finger, I think. Finger can crit for, like, really just silly amounts. Bandage. Oh, our resists have worn off. Crit! Come on, you guys have to hit some crits, please. Please, please, please. Alright. Oh, please, 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 please hit some crits. Yeah, 9 damage. No additional bleed. Okay. Ooh, please undulate them. Like, could you undulate the Arbalest back to the... Yes, that's awesome. Okay, so she needs this, she needs this, and she actually gets to shoot him. Please crit. We're wearing him down so slowly. Okay. Resist the bleed? No, she's gonna take a huge chunk of her life here. Keep applying the bleed. Just keep applying the bleed. Okay. We can still do this. Big crit. Somebody. Somebody crit at some point during this fight, please. Alright, no Death's Door. No Death's Door. Okay, good. Alright. Hellion? Hellion? Okay, that's fine. You can't move the Hellion to a place where she can't hit him. Yes! But fuck you for critting after the fight was over. That would have been a really good stun. This would still be a really good stun. Okay. Oh. Alright, we don't really have a lot of options here. We gotta kill this guy quickly. Come on. No, don't leave him alive. No crit. Okay. Alright, we'll be alright, we'll be alright. Ooh. What's this?
As victories mount,
Oh.
so too will resistance.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yes, home. Ooh. Some of us are the flame. Boy, I tell you what. Let's get back to town here. How'd you get Ruins Explorer? How'd you get Scurvy? Whatever, it's fine. Tustain, you gave your life nobly.
You have merely glimpsed the edge of the abyss, but it is enough to trigger the cycle of revelation. Now, like me, you will begin to see things as they truly are.
Newmarsh is always down for a party. Okay, well, we got there. Okay, we only had 4 deaths. Oh, wow. I don't think I noticed that if you die. I guess this probably happens if you die in the Darkest Dungeon, but maybe it's specifically against that boss. Yeah, Tombstone has the tentacle. That's really cool. Whew. Alright. The thing I was going to say, I said I tell you what, then I paused. The thing I was going to say is, there is a feeling that this game can generate that I have had almost no other game that I've ever played. And I've played a hell of a lot of video games. Let me tell you something. I've been playing video games basically since I could hold a controller. There's a feeling this video game evokes that is just unparalleled. That sense of relief when you get there. Oh. Because there's so much stress going into the hardest fights. Because you know that the odds are kind of against you, and that like all of your planning and everything, even if you are the best player in the world, even if you know everything and you always make the right decision, there's still a chance that you could fail. It's not actually completely in your hands. The feeling of success that I had when that fucking thing died, pardon my language. Oh. I love this game. Okay. Darkest Dungeon 1, clear. I think the next one's the hardest part, but that was very hard. Alright. What are we doing next time? Are we going right back in? I honestly don't know. I'm not even going to think about it right now. I'm taking a little break. I'm going to take a couple hours off before I record the next one. Whew. Come back next time. More desperate struggles for survival. More blissful success. We'll see you then.